Hello and welcome trader at this Bitcoin Technical and Orderflow Analysis video. I just completed my charts. I was doing charting for 2-3 hours I think. I updated local, medium to high timeframes, all the levels and areas. So I think it's very wise to go into the video so we can discuss what's possible scenarios Bitcoin can get this week, and also what are the areas of interest for you for this week to the downside and to the upside. In the first part of the video, I want to go over my trading for since Friday and very brief comments on the FOMC. We were trading it really well in the group. In the end, upside won. I said in the group with I think 2 main posts. I in the end expect upside on equities and Bitcoin after such FOMC play. So this was the result. We've got really nice move to the upside, and also during Asia, we've had from Kamala Harris, we've got reports. They are also pretty friendly to the crypto. So that's really good news, because no matter who wins US elections, we should see, crypto doing fine. I think still Trump is more pro crypto. So just, if you want Trump to win, then it's going to be better for crypto. But at least maybe there will be no big sell-offs if Trump loses the elections on the crypto, and crypto can go sideways. Also, I think some of the capital was waiting on his sidelines to see what it's going to be Kamala Harris' approach to crypto, and seems first comments are positive. We will see how it develops into the elections. I think they try to take everyone's vote now, even crypto folks. Let's start with the trading for the past few days, then we will move into the charts on the technical and order flow analysis. We will have a look on everything. I should really turn on one magic folder here, one magic area. So why I'm actually shorting for the past few days? This area for me was big target this trade area exists for a few weeks. I was expecting market, when I put trade area over here, I was expecting market to literally do what it does right now, ranging. And the most money I pull from ranging, because you are getting so many opportunities. Look at that beautiful range. Yes, you are doing this, and you can just trade extremes of the range and pull money consistently. A lot of people lose a lot of money in the impulsive breakouts. That's why I'll be making new section in a group, how to actually manage it. I completed 60%. Now I need to complete 40%, and people will be benefiting, because breakout strategy, yes, you can apply on Bitcoin, but you don't want to be breakout trader, because you will lose 8 out of 10 trades. But you want to utilize if Bitcoin breaks out or other assets in the world proper way. So that's why I'm making that section as well. It's going to be video and text form just in our Discord. Okay, so trade area was here for a long time. Let me show you what was the confluence just from technical levels over here. You can, by the way, see why I was happily shorting. By the way, this was Friday, so you've got only start of the trade area, already rejection for, and this is profitable. This is very, very, like 1.8% is really great reaction. Another portion of the trade area, I told our traders the main and strongest point of the trade area starts from 64k to 64,700. Do you see where we stopped out? 64,700. It even stretches a bit higher. Okay, I gave them that range to look for rejections. So you've got 1, 2, 3 reaction. You've got clearly top of the range form. You can be benefiting on the short side, but also you can take some hedge longs. I also took some hedge long, which was hedging my shorts as well. Also, I'm more on the short side, like in terms of exposure, right? Because I expect a bit deeper pullback. But first we need to lose this range. Then we can start feeling some inefficiency and so on. So far it failed, even this low got front run, right? So you see trade area super helpful. Those are high probability areas. I expect reactions. You can also see this was the expected move to the upside, because this was impulsive breakdown to the downside. A lot of people will be rebuying Bitcoin back on spot and also on the leverage. So this was also initial reaction when we took out this high. I said be patient, wait for the trade area in the group. That's what we did. So I think maybe it was covered already in the YouTube video, because video was first day, and yeah. Let me show you some trades I was taking. Most of them were covered in the group. 50-minute time frame. We can even go to 5-minute time frame so you see it a bit better. Once we arrived into the 63,800, I also said in the group I am starting dual trading. So my main scalper account and my main day trader account is engaging. What does it mean? it means the day trade account, for example, this one will be in short for a long time. It can be in short for a few days, even like more than few days, like week and plus. If it's going to be awaiting lower pullbacks, and scalping is just 1 minute to 1 hour. The reaction is just much faster. So you should be keeping some positions as a day trader, and you can do some more aggressive trades inside this range. This range has been really textbook. So this is the initial short I was taking in the in the start of the trade area. By the way, this is the confluence we were looking at. So lots of strong levels at the same place. First of all, you've got, here was the daily volume naked point of control, pretty strong one. You are also you're also watching here is the last anchor we've up from major highs. It was resistance in the past, same like here. We were unable to close above it in 1 hour time frames or higher. So this is another resistant region. You also know you are approaching high volume node, helping you, and now you've got batch of pretty easy levels to trade from naked weekly until naked monthly. Plus, this is 2 weeks val to watch. Again, 2 weeks val provided massive resistance on a retest, and we've got another rejection. So lots of technical confluence. If you pull the trigger, you do decisions out of order flow, of course, but you've got range here was expected. Also another thing, when we return to charts, now this is not Bitcoin stopping here is not only technical rejections out of technical levels. This is one of the largest nodes we have for the past 7 months. Lots of people bought Bitcoin on spot markets in these regions, yes, in the past. So now market returns back into their entries. Not all people who are buying Bitcoin are hodlers, especially for the past 7 months. Some are like weak hands, so they want to resell Bitcoin back and take zero loss or very little loss. So that's another reason. This is only way, by the way, how I use on-chain analysis when I'm watching these massive nodes we've created. It's not coming only from volume on our trading view you can watch, but also I'm watching on-chain data. So this is one node, and then we have another much stronger node above us. I think it's 65,500 to 67k. It's actually highest node where Bitcoin were transacted. So just make sure to understand that this was expected, this reaction. Also, when I was waking up, so we can actually cover a bit of trading when I was still up, because I go sleep a bit later now. So Bitcoin was still all over the weekend we were just ranging. I don't think there was during the weekend low volumes are present, so there was not enough volume to breach over 500 Bitcoin on spot, especially on Binance. This was keeping literally iron bit on a price, iron pot lit. So we were ranging, then Bitcoin started pushing to the upside. This was mainly also coming from the open interest squaring out, and Kamala Harris saying she likes the crypto, so it was more of a news pump. But you see what happened, we've pumped already a lot. There was a lot of decent volumes when you go over here into the spot, and 1 minute time frame. You already spent some delta and spot volumes to pump, and there was not enough volume to actually start taking out the walls. This happened only later, and you see the first reaction on the spot market. This was my short here, easy. Also this long, I closed long here, shorted here, and I got this whole round to the downside. There was a lot of longs coming in here. You will see that in our post. A lot of leverage was coming in too late, actually, on the top of the move. Yes, our trader was already marking, so I didn't need to repost. Spot market was buying, but not at the highest portions of the move. We've got leverage, and they got trapped. That's what led to the rejection to the downside. You see how I was trading that. I was also in the scalp short during the weekend. I closed positions here. I went into the long. Long was closed over here, and now I'm switching to the scalp short. As we are approaching strong levels above us, and I'm seeing those spot walls, we are getting some nice reactions. And we were also used to utilizing TRDR heavily. Some thresholds were again met in the past 1, 2, 3 times. So same scenario happened. This was high probability short, and you can see what is happening now. move to the upside led by leverage, especially these higher portions. Once you start closing down and you trap these people, you are getting big moves to the downside. You know, each time you are in trade, it's good to know when you have potential fuel, and if traders get trapped, they will be outstretching your take profit into your into your area. So that's how we traded that. And each time we approach the range extremes to the upside, I'm adding also on the day trader account. This account already was shorting here, had 1-2 take profits, and each time we approach my entry, I'm adding. So I was adding also over here when we approached the first pump. And during Asia, when I went to sleep, I had some limit orders placed inside the walls. This, by the way, you should trade limit orders only if you have like max experience and you already it cannot be done with the high leverage. It must be done with wider stop loss, and you better wake up to your computer to trade this live. But I was a bit tired, so I didn't set alert. And I've got some multiple limits filled here. All you needed to do is a bit wider invalidation. In my case, I used invalidation just in front of 65,000. Reason is simple. I made the wide stop loss a bit wider. When we go to chart, we can see we have that 65,000. We have 2 highs to be fixed. So once you get acceptance above, you very likely can do something like this. By the way, we have massive spot walls here, but once breached, we can do impulsive move to the upside to take out those highs, and also maybe even those 2 highs. Like market, this is very, very dangerous region. If you are in shorts, this market can cascade massive to the upside, like massive moves. So if I'm locally short, I have stop loss in front of these highs, just very tight ones. So I don't want to face additional stop loss getting run. Like, it's not good to have stop loss in these regions, and you need to trade this live. So yeah, this was really tactical. So I was counting. This was again statistical edge, because I've traded many times in the past the very large spot sell walls and buy walls, and I was expecting market maybe even can go beyond, but it might market already exhausted itself as it was eating all those walls, and there was not enough ammunition to push for the highs. Now, for example, if Bitcoin starts returning back into the highs, you see the order books are much more clear. It's easier to attack the highs, but we can go over that a bit later. So I showed you a bit of my trading for the past few days. Only now I'll be taking much more trades as we are because I don't trade over the weekends, so only positional trades. By the way, on Friday we had this major opportunity, like liquidity was taken now. Multiple lows were fixed, especially on CME, and first we did swing failure pattern. We were trading this one standalone because we fixed the lows on CME and here, but then we went for the liquidity. This was when you do swing failure patterns, always be aware you can still do another dab lower and grab more people and stop them out. So this was the hedge long when the weekend was starting, and this is still running. You see as we approach into the lows here, market didn't stop me out here, and also there was opportunity to add. So currently I'm in short and long at the same time. I'm more on the short side, but this long here is still great and is still running. And as we approach to the range highs, I took take profit out of this long. I still have 40% running, but you see on short side I'm just more on the short side, because also scalp short is also on the short side. So it's just general exposure, but in terms of day trades I'm pretty much hedged. So it doesn't matter where market goes, I will be participating. If it's breakout to the upside, I will have this position. If this position gets stopped out, my short will make more profit. This position is stopped out. Now if it do another swing failure pattern, I can go into another long, because now when we hide everything, you see what we have here. These are 2 equal lows, so they can be fixed in the future and they can still be magnet for the Bitcoin. So you, out of 2 equal lows, you always look for opportunities for swing failure patterns as well. So it will be on the market, up to market. All right, so let's have a look on Bitcoin from technical angle now, and then we can have a look on order flow and see how is the order flow situation. Technical analysis view can last you maybe even a whole week. some ideas and scenarios, but order flow is much more fluid and can change faster, so it's more applicable on today. So market structures, let's have a look how it's going with the supply and demand nodes. 1 hour time frame. I did some cleansing, some areas we don't need. Okay, so we can see we are still reacting from this was the naked market structure. We've got two nice strong reactions out of here, so was still watching this area. Plus you are all still in the very old, look how old this is. This was when Bitcoin was pushing to the upside with breakouts and confirming bull market, and this was the first area of Bitcoin taking a nice break and going into the range. So this was pivotal this week, and since that moment market was paying a lot of respect to these areas. Yeah, look at that. Each time we reclaimed this area, market accelerated to the upside. That's also very noticeable. Maybe it will repeat again in the future, so be aware of that. Yes, and after a long time it's still giving some nice reactions. He even stopped us here. You always do weak, and then you can consolidate. Where you consolidate is everything for me, and now we still reject from this market structure area. So it's resistance, and it's very old resistance. You can see out of this range also, this is also resistance. So not only old one, but also like from medium time frame. So you know, if you start rejecting and pushing down, this range also is the culprit to the downside. Now you will be watching for the most aggressive retest. This is just from price action and supply and demand nodes. You can watch this market structure here. Yes, 1, 2, 3 times resistance. Now it needs to flip to support for the really good, reaction. One downside of this was the impulse, and we've got a lot of longs in the impulse. So we will see on the reaction, but it's possible we will just slice over it and go for much lower. A lot of people participated here. I will be combining this with the maybe technical analysis also with a bit of order flow as well, so you understand it better. Yes, look at that. So this initial pump here was happening with very large open interest, move to the upside. Yeah, in the end we've got like 80%, market gave up 80% of the open interest. That's cool, but this also can be some higher time frame traders closing positions. So because I've seen a lot of shorts actually closed here, and in the pump we have a lot of longs. So I think maybe some trap shorts from lower closed, and we still have some decent juice. Like if you lose this impulse, it will open door for much lower downside because of these people. Yeah, so many people long with leverage, they are just weak hands there. So just be careful with this impulse. You will then watch this whole, like, this is really great area for another stabilization. So you will watch this whole area to create another floor for the Bitcoin. And if you go lower, then you will have multiple market structure, demand supply nodes to watch. Yes, you can see how strong trend looks like. By the way, you go to the upside and you start retesting each time, like keep pivotal level, even if you reject from another one. Very nice retest, push, again stabilization, push to the upside. Now you found support again in naked market structure. Again, you go to the upside again. This was created support. That's how strong trends are looking at. Each time you flip resistance into support from these nodes. Auction market theory and empty levels, this plays key role here. So you can see past few days, since first day we are trading in multi-day range. We are now doing more rotations. You see a lot of volume is actually in these lower regions, so we don't spend much time above us, so the VAH is still pretty far away from these wicks. If you start making more volumes here, it would be wider, but for now you just rotate these ranges. For now, these are also like deviations out of this range. Yes, look at that, another failed breakout to the upside, immediate rejection. So how you want to see more, if you are more in short side as me, for example, how you want to see more downside, then you need to really lose these lows, don't make swing failure pattern. So that's the like very bearish scenario, like on 50-minute time frame you want to see for your short. Let's go here. So you need to go down, you need to lose point of control, of course, vol as well. You go for the lows. Yes, these two equal lows are either getting fixed, maybe you get this swing failure pattern, but you want to see bearish retest out of here and no acceptance, and then you open road for much lower. Then you start watching this region. There is liquidity below 1, 2, 3 lows close together. and you either do another bounce, and you can actually do like expanded range out of this region. These are decision points, like these are called like crossroads, or you continue down because you don't have much support. Like this is limit, this was impulse, and we know I was showing you open interest, massive longs in this impulse, so it'll be very likely violent moves to the downside if we don't see stabilization here. So that's what I would like to see for downside. And you can also see you have very local market structures here. So since that moment market was pushing, it gave you this market structure, which is, if you trade this range on the long side, yeah, then you are watching this one. Very, very key. So once it's lost, you also want to see backtests here and never reclaim into the with val and this market structure and continue down. So that's what market is watching today, I think. By the way, you also have like this one on to the above us, so which created the first rejection out of the range. Look how market is still respecting it. Yes. So you are ranging in between them. Beautiful. And you still watch them. Okay, we can delete this. By the way, that's why I also like put this region into 64,700s, because we have 2 weeks val here. I was expecting we might get another clean reaction, same like here. Yeah, you just need to give it a bit of breathing space. If you start reclaiming, that's now for the upside. How you want to see more upside if you are long from lower, from much lower, or from more locally lower, or from anywhere long? If how you want to see more upside, you need to reclaim 2 weeks val and take out these highs without swing failure pattern. Then you can start thinking market can and will focus on rotating this much larger range. Yes, yeah, we will watch this scenario, but for now we are far away from the highs and I'm in nice short, so it's not likely. But in case you get back into the highs, I think it's much easier for Bitcoin to push higher due, like there are not many walls above us. I mean, yeah, there are no, like new walls are popping up, but they are not so strong as we've had here. But yeah, I would prefer still more downside before any upside. That would be ideal. One thing we still, like, this is going to be magnet in the future for the Bitcoin to take out 1, 2, 3 highs close together, because we are still consolidating below this liquidity. There is massive liquidity in this region, so market can just pull people in. So your main goal is to trade this range as and once you do finally the breakout, you can go with the flow. High volume nodes. Here is, by the way, low volume node beyond this. So you want actually pretty tight swing failure pattern. If not, it's pretty likely market will grab the liquidity. Look how wide is the liquidity. Yes, you really want to stop in front of the low volume node. If you don't, then it's very likely you run the low volume node and fully liquidity node fully. Be aware of that in the future. Higher time frame pulls, they are affecting price on higher time frames, so you know you are trading local range, but you also need to be aware of what is Bitcoin trying to do on this time frame as well. So what is happening here? We are firmly accepted into the 7-month range. We are trading about 7-month val, so we are now, like, high time frame traders are trying to rotate this range fully. We know where is the main resistance, still 67,000, where I look for swing shorts as well in case Bitcoin does break out of these highs into it. I'm looking for nice trades here. Still big resistance. If reclaimed, if this high volume node is reclaimed fully, then we can rotate range to 70,000. And I think when we reach 70,000 again, you can expect this high will be taken. This point of control can put also some fight. But yeah, if 70,000 is taken, people will be super bullish, and we will see what's going to happen there. We will need a lot of order flow analysis. So that's from higher time frame, and you can also see like why Bitcoin actually accelerated, moved to the upside, and is still looking decently, because this range still was not lost. We moved away from this 7 weeks range where we spent so much time. All these upside moves were, for me, like this move especially. Look at volume, very little volume there, so it was more as a deviation. It was symmetrical deviation, same thing which happened. Very similar symmetry to the upside happened to the downside. So this is the main range to watch on medium time frame. If you are bull, you don't want to see acceptance below 7 weeks val. You want to hold it as support, especially with this market structure high here. So you want bullish retest here. If you fail, then it's again very likely you remember that impulse, you will be rotating impulse, and then we've got the cluster of supports here in this point of control for the friendly visit and maybe strong reaction. Last thing you want to see is like very slow bleeds and curving and like that, slow price action. You want to see ideally weak into this region so you can trade middle of the range. Otherwise, because we don't trade middle of the ranges, but this is now like market found value for some time here, so this is going to be valid area of interest for you in the future. So main range, in case this is lost, you look for these lows and also for this 7 weeks volatile for major opportunities. Here is the swing long area. Okay, so this is like intraday, day trade, intraday, also some scalping, but this is swing. Like you look for swing longs out of here. This is already reaching massive opportunity. Same like we look for nice day trades here. I would not say this is swing short area. Maybe we still get some nice reaction like a swing. But for me, from here is going to start as a day trade. Then it can be, maybe I will keep last 30-40% running and it's going to be swing trade for me. But for me, swing trade area is actually higher, 67,000. 67, 68. That's major swing area where I expect 20-30% reaction. Okay? Okay. Here are the, by the way, high volume nodes. This is another reason why I was very confident we will find some range and resistance in these regions. This is the first high volume node Bitcoin is facing from high time frames. Decent volume, look at that, it's very, very decent. It's actually second highest volume in the 7 months. So again, so many people also bought Bitcoin here on spot, so they are also resisting, some of them selling on market. They want to get out of Bitcoin. They think they bought too high, but in few years they'll be banging head against the wall. Because Bitcoin, you can't, like in long term, you can't say to yourself it was bought too high. It's just best performing asset in the world, 40% a year on average. All it takes is just time, and you need to be patient in your big spot positions. Just on spot positions, not as a trader. Like trader can be patient in winning trades, but it needs to cut the losers quickly. That's very different to spot hodling. Spot hodling is easy. So yeah, high volume node also providing resistance, at least temporary, at least giving us this range. And to the downside again, we'll also watch this high volume node from high time frames. This is like most aggressive support here. So we will watch what's gonna happen. Anchor VWAPs, how are they looking? So you see we are still getting, also anchor VWAPs are helping in this area to slow market down. You know, I'm happy. Even if I get stopped out in the end, I already pulled over 6% out of this area because of these multiple trades. So I'm perfectly fine if I hit stop loss for 1%. I made my 1% loss and 5% profit. Happy. And from anchor VWAP perspective, market is looking encouraging in my eyes, because we still trend is still strong. So you will get some warnings when some first anchor VWAPs will start getting, they will be lost. This one is now the most aggressive anchor VWAP to watch with alert in this area now. So make sure to do that. And this anchor VWAP is the main impulse from 53,000. So make sure to watch and have alerts on this one. You see how also Bitcoin accelerated, moved to the upside. It was like green light when you were in the swing long positions or day trades. You reclaim the anchor VWAP resistance. Yes, that was like big step. And another massive step for Bitcoin was this was our major pivotal drop to the downside on massive volumes. So this anchor VWAP for me is still like a bias. When we trade below, my bias switched to the downside. When we trade above, market is looking strong, is showing me strength, and I also watch it. So we are still looking good from this anchor VWAP as well. It's now also additional confluence for the deeper pullbacks to help you and hold. Okay. Then we have also this anchor VWAP from here, from the all-time highs, which is running, and now it's still providing. You see market, like this is, again, you remember how I was explaining you this. These three anchor VWAPs is area. Yes, is area for you, and is resistance. You can even go above a bit, but market was still making range inside the area. Same thing is happening here. We are still unable to hold gains above this area. Signs of strength will be you push to the upside and you create either new value totally away from it, or you go for retest, you push. That's what you want to see. Not this when you are rejecting these levels and you are crafting range out of them. It's okay. So additional confluence for my trade area was that, for my trade short area, and that's why I was expecting market will consolidate. You don't maybe realize, but when someone tells you there is high probability, like 80% odds for the range to occur, when someone says that, it's absolutely changing how you trade, because you can start trading this range. You don't expect another breakouts. Yes, you don't expect, like here, some market was here, and you can bet 80-90% of retail people were thinking, oh, we go to the moon. No, this was pivotal to say, no, we start ranging here, so trade the range. And you make a lot of money on trading a range. It's the easiest thing you can do. So your job as a trader should be to find edge and to know when the market stops impulse, when it stops breakout or breakdown, and when it goes into the range, when easiest money are made. So you don't fight the trend, okay? And yeah, you want to go along with the trend on higher time frames, but locally you can absolutely fine trade this beautiful range. Order blocks. Still a lot of order blocks above us. All of them are marked as a strong, as they led to downside change of the structure. So we will see how it behaves. And below us we have normal order block over here, and then strong order block here. Why I mark this order block strong? Because it already provided reaction. Can show you here if you want. So I know market is watching that one, so we need 1 hour time frame order block. Show us. It's also like, because you can classify order blocks as a weak, strong. There are multiple rules for that. I made those, like these rules are presented in the order block educational module, but this order block is already strong. You can see why, because it led to, like this was the last time people got trapped before we got the really strong impulse to the upside. You change market structure as well. Like you started feeling the inefficiencies, a lot of inefficiencies, and you continue, like you confirmed bullish breakout to the upside. So, and now people are, look at that, there was heavy defense of that order block. So you are watching still a remaining portion of that body. Yes, if it helps you in the future, as you saw such a strong defense, because it was really, it's in really good area. Let's return back. Some 4-hour order blocks were also born below. Extension symmetry. Symmetry is very powerful in Bitcoin. This is also another reason why we are ranging for now. Bitcoin is just catching a breath. It's deciding where to go. Yet again, you can be long short both from this range and then go with the flow. This was the main pull to the upside. Can turn off this. This is the main pull. Like this is the main pull because here you put the lower high on the higher time frames. You are pushing first time in the impulse pullback, and out of that pullback you are starting to get extensions. Market told you very clearly here, okay, I'm watching this pull, and some people will be taking profit as well. Not all reactions can start just immediate like big selling pressure, just profit taking from longs. Reaction already telling you should really watch this. Another extension at 161. Look at that. This was $30 reaction, just crazy. Another, if you go beyond this high, you know this zone played out, and you have another nice extension at 66,900, and we know 67,000 is big resistance, start of the big resistance. So this pull, like this symmetry pull, is aligning with this extension. Also, you can see the beauty of symmetry, right? So 1, 2, like all the moves are very similar to the upside, like similar power. Let's have a look if I have another symmetry pull. I think I do. Yeah, this is still high time frame pull. This one will be activated when we go beyond these highs. So still is waiting 65,385. It's going to be 1-to-1 extension of this move. First move. Yeah, so just simple. We can go down. Local balance zones, medium time frame. We are still also waiting. If we go beyond these highs, you also have another extension target from 1.5. This is the local symmetry since 8th of August, since this range we are in. It started, these are the pull points, 1.5, negative 0.5 was hit, so you have a symmetry target over here to be hit as well. 125, by the way, stopping us again for now. And this is even higher time frame pull. This is like for 70,000 breach. This is going to take us to all-time highs once this high is taken. This is big symmetry again, because you can imagine, like, this was, look at that sell-off, yeah? This was one-way impulse to the downside, so there is a lot of higher time frame fuel. If you go beyond these highs, all the people shorting here, and also like these big time frame people, will be getting forcefully buying, and they will be getting us to 74,000. Okay, balance zone done. These are the local Fibonacci pulls you watch. We still watch higher. This is the high time frame pull. You can see market is already reacting from 0.61 as well. Yeah, so it's like a very wide area of box. Local golden zone support impulse, so it's measuring this impulse, and then medium time frame from the low to high. VWAP closes, we don't need to go. Trap traders, by the way, this is really interesting, I can talk about it. So we have trap traders. The closest area where a lot of people went short here and failed, and in the end got trapped, is in this region, so make sure to watch that. And this is even more interesting region in the future. I expect Bitcoin, in case whatever reason we go below this massive liquidity, so many lows close together, I expect, yes, it's very wide box, but at least you know you will find, like, you will use other technical confluence to look for entries here, but you know it's very likely Bitcoin will find big support in this box. These are the bottom shorters here. They were thinking Bitcoin will go to 50,000 and lower. These people literally catch the bottom. How I know there are bottom shorters there? We can go to aggregated open interest, zoom out. Look what was open interest doing here. We went from, so we started open interest increase from here. So we went from 268,000 up to 287,000. So that's 20,000 Bitcoins. That's over 1.3 billion of shorts. If you like watch Delta here and what was happening in the market in Exocharts, you can see exactly more than 80% of these open interest increase are shorts. So we have we have huge shorts at the lows, and they should act as a support. That's why also when you start pushing to the upside, so it's one-way traffic to the upside, it was super high probability you will go beyond this high to stop them out, and then you've got the retest into the box, yes, and then you push to the upside. Still below this low, there is still support from these people down to this region, so this whole box is still untraded. So make sure to know that you will be taking me who knows when Bitcoin returns there, because such prediction for 54,000 is very hard to do. I'm good at scalps and day trades, but swing trade predictions are much harder because you have a lot of unaccounted informations which can change the world. Yeah, like the 65k rejections, all these sell-offs were also done with the news events, many of them. So you just need to understand that. Yeah, but this box will be helpful in the future. So just remember daily, weekly, and monthly levels in case you don't have them marked. Naked monthly, by the way, stopped us for now. Below us, like 2 naked dailies just far away from us. This one got front run. New naked weekly. So this is aligning with the box for your swing trades at 55 in the future. How is the naked point of controls looking? So you will be using these 2 naked point of controls when we take out these 2 lows, and in case we go for swing failure pattern, this is the best region to do so. So that's why they are useful, very useful there. And below us from daily naked box, more support here, another batch. These are just a session, so they are not so strong. And another batch. And then we have more composite. So this is This is really interesting one, 59,000. You can go to this template, you can merge this, and you are getting this 59,000, yeah, more locally since August from volume. And then but this is also accounting the developing volume as well. But yeah, you can watch this. All-time high key level still awaits for the future. We will see how we react there if we manage to again do another rejections or accept. This will be everything for Bitcoin. Swing failure patterns. We have a lot of highs to be fixed in the future. For example, this is weak high to be fixed because this week went, like this week becomes strong high, but this high become a weak high because the week went inside. So in the future, when you start pushing, you must be focusing on 65,039 to be taken out. And if market starts cascading, you are aware these two highs also can be like final destination. You either do swing failure, like tight swing failure pattern, or you go into the major liquidity and you start pulling everything and you will do something like this, or you just do breakout. So, but you need to watch these scenarios because here and here are your reward ratio is great. Like you risk very little and you can gain a lot. So that's what we do in trading. We don't engage where we have 50-50 chance or reward ratio. We engage where we have a lot of edge on our side and reward, potential reward. So this in the future I expect to be fixed, especially if we start rotating and closing to the, like it's gonna be pretty dangerous to again long the bottom of the range because market will need to repair this. Medium swing failure pattern, these are two equal lows. This low was so close to this one. Now you have double the liquidity, yeah, a lot of invalidations. And another cluster of lows here to be taken out. Again, this swing failure pattern was so tight, it's almost like equal. Why I don't have this marked? But I will actually mark it here. It's missing. Sometimes I miss something, yeah. Today I did like many levels, hundreds, but yeah, I also can watch this. Another low to be watched. Look at that in the few, yeah, in case Bitcoin loses like a lot of levels, you also are aware if this so many lows to be taken, massive liquidity for your swing trade in the future. It's pretty rare, by the way, but since we started trading September and summer ended, we see Bitcoin is pretty efficient. It's not creating much single prints, only single prints I have on my chart here. Summer was creating more single prints because, yeah, it's less liquidity in the system and less traders are trading. This is how liquidity looks like, by the way. Above these highs, we have major liquidity node, so just be careful in these regions if no swing failure pattern, no tight one can be run. Another good node in the future. We have one CME gap very close by and then that's it. Is that the lows? Never taken. So yeah, you probably trap a lot of institutional shorts as well. We saw massive open interest increase here in these regions and you never got them untrapped on CME. So in the future this will be really interesting. And we have one more CME gap here with the this is intra week, so one day it's not like a normal weekend, but still gap. Market structure long terms, you see how they still do their job. Again, that's why I also expected range here on the first touch. This market slows down, same like here. Beautiful. But we are now trading above this most critical market structure created from the previous bull market. If you trade above, market is looking strong in my eyes. Each time we reclaim, then we, instead of chop, we've got nice moves to the upside. So this move was also not a surprise for me. Macro extension, 681,000 still awaits. 4-hour time frame macro channel. It's still, we are far away from the top of the channel. This was very nice confluence, but it's just secondary confluence. To pull the trigger, we used far more different things. What else we can have a look for? Maybe one more this again. Market still looking decent, but we really need to take out this high, so we finally change the higher time frame market structures to uptrend. Yeah, you need to take out, so downtrends are negated. This high volume node still key to hold with macro POC for all-time highs and further, like just for higher time frames. Let's have a look on order flow a bit. We can start with Exocharts. So you see what happened today. Today was typical setup when you rotate previous day range. It was even when it was weekend range. As soon as you lost daily open, when was the... yeah, we actually did it right at the session. We opened and we went immediately to the downside because we've lost the previous day VAH and market rotated previous day range already. So it was very fast. You can also merge this together towards this range, like fully. Market still looking decent if it's hold. Look at that, it's still holding the main high volume node and POC. While it holds, you can attack the highs again. Lost it, and we can open roads for this low range, 5-day range wall, for the range wall val. Very simple here. Look how little support we have. Yeah, so if you don't stop at these lows, especially over here in these regions, very low, like this is low volume node, we'll let it run. And then you have nice support here at 60,200. Yeah, so make sure to watch that. Pretty balanced volumes today. A lot of pushing to the downside got absorbed, by the way, recently. Someone is defending heavily here. Look at those absorptions. Yeah, it's same thing again. Weekly time frame. Already when market was opening, we have rotated the weekly, previous week VAH was already touched and rejection. In case market goes for deeper pullbacks, you will watch 60k to rotate previous week range as a target. See over here. And from monthly perspective, we can reset profile so it's more clear. We trade clearly outside the monthly developing volume and range. So Bitcoin is still pretty strong. You see limited support here in these regions below 62,000. Just be aware of that. Market is still like we've got this attack on the highs during Asia when I was sleeping, but you see so many people went long here. Look at the delta, 179, 175.99. So many people got long into the highs. That's why market dropped them, and then in accelerated move to the downside. They are still already start of where people were longing in this candle. Actually here, this big candle and this one, this first retest here, already they are acting as a resistance. Even if you push higher, they are still acting as a resistance. By the way, that's how really good highs are made, when you trap so many people on the long side. And how about Bybit? Do we have same thing on Bybit? Yes, also so many, but on Bybit, I don't know, maybe the more people trade with leverage, they got insta-wrecked with this move down. Insta destroyer. Someone is trading like similar quantity, 800 longs here. Let's have a look on Tradinglite. The main supportive factor for the Bitcoin is still the leverage. Spot markets are bearish in the order books, but leverage is bullish. So that's why we are actually ranging, yes, because you are creating neutral environment. Perbs want to buy with leverage and spot is selling and pressuring market. So beautiful range. You can see just from the order books, we have 62,000 support down to 61,500, yeah. Market definitely tries to protect them, maybe create a larger range out of here, but also stabilizing the current range. Not much resistance in spot, I mean in perps on Binance, just here above the highs, new resistance walls popping up. And on the spot markets, we already discussed the situation when I was trading nice short out of the walls and then utilized the walls again for my limit orders. It exhausted the market. But if we continue to see spot buying and inflows coming in, you see you have now much easier time to return back into the highs and in the end start fixing some older highs. How is the supports below us from the, it's just like very every 500, every $1,000 you have some spot walls buying. We can have a look on Okotoki. 65,000 is still major resistance. You see a lot of spot sellers there. They know they are protecting that high because they know if it's breached, then you change some big market structures on high time frames. Not a surprise. Below us still more empty of the books on the spot market. 59,000 big defense, 60k as well. And perpetuals, look at that, they are pretty neutral and even more supportive. So that's why we are ranging. How is the liquidity looking? That's the thing. Once you go beyond 65,000, then look at that node. Red and yellow ones together. So you'll be stopping our local, medium, and even high time frame people on this move. So just be careful in these regions. This is going to be very interesting. This node ending here at 65,450, then you want if you want to play swing failure pattern, it must be out of this node. If not, then we go higher and fix more highs. To the downside, juicy liquidity is now building also below the range as well, because you have the equal lows. So now nobody was stopped out. Look at that, how it's accumulating. So you know the people have walls here in the Tradingdifferent, so maybe they are trying to play from 62 to 61,500. They are trying to play and capture this liquidity node. Below us another node is here because we're doing some consolidation with upside structure, so another liquidity to watch is here. And much further below us, another node below these lows, and then major liquidity here in the future. Like you want to build, definitely, if you come to these weak lows close together, you want to build some nice day trades out of such liquidity. And you see, it's not even that. We were discussing this in a previous video, I think, but it's multiple lows close together. This is very, very juicy in the future. Let's have a look on TRDR, and I think we can seal the video. How is the, by the way, calendar looking? Because we are getting accelerated by the news events. Today, empty. CPI, PMI going down a bit, because market is very data driven currently. Fed is affected by the data. So PMI, economy a bit slowing down. Okay, well, let's have a look if you have something stronger. We will see how consumers are doing in US. Empty day on Wednesday, nothing crazy. Thursday, final GDP unemployment claims. I think Thursday will be okay. Fed chair is also Fed chair Powell is speaking. Thursday looks like more volatile day out of the news events. And Friday, okay, some index, but I don't know. So maybe Thursday there'll be something. TRDR. Refresh. So yes, you can see pressure in the order books is increasing. I was taking some nice shots with these bands, but you know, As said in before, you can still be in a hedge long as well from this. From this. $1 billion was already reached on this pump, pretty decent threshold. Similar like here. This was more of a statistical pullback out of such buying into the highs, especially if I was showing you some big longs got trapped there. So the reaction here was very similar to this 2%, 1.5. This was even more because this was a higher. So the higher the aggregated delta, the stronger the reaction you can get. In the end, if we return back into the oops, this is crazy. Return back beyond 65,000 and we should see some very big numbers on aggregated delta, like over 2 billion. Same like here and even more. Because you will be stopping out all these people shorting here in these impulses here. Liquidations, nothing crazy, just balanced. How is the CVD looking? How Binance is buying? Nice to see. 5-minute time frame. Whew, that's interesting. Yeah, I said in the previous video we need to have Binance. If you want to see big pumps on a Bitcoin, we also want to see Binance not fighting other exchanges. And finally, like in this pump, Binance was nicely participating. Now selling, getting absorbed again is participating. This is really interesting. But someone on Kraken took it very seriously. I will be investigating on this video what happened here because I'm seeing from minus 700 bitcoins up to 3,200, so over 4,000 bitcoin bought on Binance. Ooh, that's a juicy. Let me see if it's not a glitch. But that's crazy. Someone is very very big buying. XBT. It should be down on. First we check USD, but it's I think it's a USD Tether. Yeah, that's not a pair. We need USD Tether to see some if there was some extreme volumes. I don't know which pair what it was. Maybe there are other pairs which is code asset USD. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe I will investigate later. I don't see such volume on that exchange. Maybe some other pair, but I don't know. But yeah, other exchanges pushing decently together. You can see CVD is rising. Well, Delta going sideways. Delta out of the move. But CVD from spot is leading well. A lot of longs in this impulse, in this pushing impulse, like in the latest impulse, are still in the positions. I think market will need to go beyond these three lows close together to start stopping them out. For now, they are not like wrong, but they are definitely not. Many of them are underwater. So you know there will be potential to squeeze these open interest if you go beyond. And also these people still like in this latest impulse. This is another possibility to stop them out. The first market needs to change to the downside. TRDR a bit slow today. Why it's loading so slow? It's making video longer and we don't want that. It's already, I think, long. Yes. So market, I'm just trading these thresholds market is showing. We can see like spot market is more like pressuring, but perpetuals are like intraday is pressure on the highs. Yes, one over here, and here. But the medium time frame is still more longs than shorts in the perpetuals. That's why they are stabilizing this range. The best tops and bottoms are happening when everything is aligned together. Both spot and perpetuals on medium to high time frames. Everybody have a limit orders, so preventing market to go that direction. So top orders, yes, 65k still a major protection of the highs, like crucial highs. With big momentum can be taken out. Okay, we can end the video with the trade areas, and that's it. So as the trade area I had here already provided so many trades, now it's, I consider it played out, it gave multiple trades. Another trade area I'm looking, if we go beyond these highs, is now trade area starting here in the major liquidity. Now I will be focusing on swing failure pattern out of these highs and out of these highs, where I marked for myself trade area. If it fails, then this is now trade swing area. This is why it's very big. I will then look for market to put new range inside the 68,000 to build swing positions. To the downside, first we need to lose this local range. I already discussed what needs to happen for the downside. This is very limited support here, low volume now, single prints, and a lot of people long into impulse. Very likely market will not stop there, but then I want to trade the previous range, some of the nice retests of the previous range. We trapped shorts here into the golden zone daily naked POC, 6-day POC here. Nice trade area to be marked. And lower below us, I also want to trade the retest of the previous range, 7 weeks point of control, below into the low, 7 weeks high volume node should provide stability here. Anchor re-ups are now rising. Not sure where it will be in case Bitcoin goes here, but we will see. It's also 2-month composite naked point of control here, so decent confluence here again for the market to stop if it don't wants to get us too bearish. Other than that, everything else will be traded with like live order flow and stuff. Okay, traders, that's a long video, and I tried to look on Bitcoin from multiple angles. So thank you for watching, and bye in the group. Bye.